Hi, it's Dr. Carey. Welcome to Why You Crave and How to Calm It. Today you will learn about your craving style, the science behind food noise, binge cycles, and willpower fatigue, and how to find peace with your cravings with the Cravings Calm Method. You're not broken. Your nervous system has learned to protect you. First, it's so important that you understand that this is not about fixing you. It's about understanding you. If willpower worked, you wouldn't be here. You've tried plans and rules and tools. Being good wears you down. You begin to unravel when your nervous system is activated. Cravings get louder when your system is afraid. You may not even recognize that this is happening because it's so automatic and so normal. So let's take just a moment and think about some of the plans, rules, and tools you've tried so far. You see, willpower breaks down under stress, and biology takes over. You have a thinking brain and a survival brain. How our autonomic nervous system is surveying our world and our body will determine who's in charge at any one time. Willpower lives in our thinking brain. The survival brain is automated. So we'll introduce more of the science later, but now let's figure out your personal craving style. Let's take a 6-question quiz, and it will help determine which craving style currently describes you. So just write down A, B, C, or D for each of the questions, and we'll reveal your craving style after that. Question 1. When cravings hit, they usually feel like I'm overwhelmed and exhausted, or emotionally flooded, I need relief. B, I'm laser focused on a certain type of food and I can't stop thinking about it. C, I'm physically hungry but never feel truly satisfied, even after I eat. D, I've been trying to control my eating, then something snaps. Question 2, cravings are most likely to show up when A, I'm stressed, anxious, lonely, or burned out. B, certain foods are available, visible, or calling to me. C, my energy crashes, blood sugar dips, I feel foggy and irritable. D, I've been restricting dieting or telling myself I can't eat something. Question 3, after eating during a full cravings episode, I usually feel A, calmer and more settled, at least temporarily. B, relief followed by regret, shame, or why the heck did I do that? C, still unsatisfied, like something's missing. D, guilt, immediate urgency to restrict, and having an intense fear of lost control. Question 4, which statement feels most true? A, food helps me cope when my nervous system is overwhelmed. B, once I start eating certain foods, stopping feels almost impossible. C, I eat regularly, but my body doesn't seem to register fullness. D, food feels emotionally charged because of my history with restriction or scarcity. Question 5, your relationship with hunger feels A, hard to notice unless I slow way down. B, overridden by my cravings, and I don't even feel like I'm hungry. C, constant, unpredictable, or never quite resolved. D, distrusted or ignored because hunger feels unsafe to me. And the last question, 6. What usually happens when you try to fix cravings? A. I push through or distract, but cravings return. B. I try willpower or swaps, but the pull is so strong. C. I try to eat better, but my body still feels dysregulated. And D. I tighten the rules and cravings rebound even harder. So now count the number of A answers, B answers, etc. And the highest number represents your current craving style. So let's talk about what each style represents. The calming craver, the seeking craver, the insatiable craver, or the rebound craver. What style are you? See, in the full Cravings Calm method, we personalize this deeply and completely. This is a screening tool. Now I'll describe each craving style next. The calming craver. See, food becomes a nervous system regulator. I eat to feel safe, soothed, and settled. Why does this happen? Overwhelm. See, overwhelm occurs when the body perceives messages of threat. After a while, we hit a threshold. That's when we go into the survival brain. Our body wants to create this sense of relief and collapse. Food is the calming agent. The calming doorway. Bring the body back to safety. Regulate the nervous system. The seeking craver. Your brain is seeking stimulation, pleasure, something more. Why does this happen? A neural pathway is triggered. You may not even be hungry, but you want a reward now. What's the calming doorway here? Well, we learn to remove a trigger, redirect our responses, and replace with another reward. The insatiable craver. I eat but never feel satisfied. Why does this happen? What's happening is the body has a disrupted satiety signal, usually from stress chemistry or metabolic dysregulation. So how do we calm this one? Support the biological fullness signals through metabolic and stress healing. The rebound craver. I lose control after trying to be good. Why does this happen? Well, if you have a history of food restriction and scarcity, an all or nothing mindset, restrict, binge, and then shame cycles, our body rebels when it feels unsafe. So how do we calm this doorway? Repair trust, heal through predictable feeding, and compassionate responses. You see, most people are a blend of 2 or more styles. Cravings shift with sleep and stress, hormones, and life seasons. The Cravings Calm method addresses all 4 with your personalized Cravings Calm Owner's Manual. You will learn how to calm cravings at the root with structure, support, and compassion. This is the neural system of cravings and food intake. Wow. So I go into detail with this system in my course, but essentially, cravings are a subconscious, autonomic, and endocrine control mechanism. Wow. Some are more pronounced depending on your craving style. In the Cravings Calm Method course, I go into greater details about these biological pathways. But the message I want you to see from this graphic today is that the red parts are the only conscious, voluntary control we have. really. I mean, take a look at this. There's just specks of red on the right hand and left hand sides. We can change, though, those subconscious systems as we learn how to shape our nervous system through behavioral habits and biology. There's a path, really. And understanding with compassion is the first step. It can happen to all of us, even me. See, as an eating disorder specialist, I had done all the right things. The cognitive behavioral treatment, all foods fit model, intuitive eating, embrace body positivity, following my own treatment advice, and yet I wasn't better. This wasn't about weight or size. It was about cravings and what was happening to my body because of a lot of stress and lack of sunlight, eating highly inflammatory food choices, a lack of exercise, I think even mold toxicity, and the metabolic injury that was occurring. So I set out to make a radical change with research using a different model, one that was body first through the lens of fear and safety, and I did begin to heal. And my cravings began to resolve. And that is how I created the Cravings Calm Method. Tested and practiced over years. You see, not all cravings come from the same place. So before we talk about calming cravings, we need to know what kind of cravings you're dealing with. The vagus nerve runs from the brain to the gut, and it affects everything from thinking, appetite, satiety, inflammation, and immune function. And it's complicated, but it matters. I want my clients to understand why they crave, because the intervention for them can be personalized. The Cravings Calm Method course explains all of this. Cravings aren't your enemy. The dysregulation is. Whether the dysregulation is your metabolism, your nervous system, your gut, your brain, or your food and body belief system driven by diet culture, we can figure out what's wrong at the core and heal it instead of just chasing symptoms. When the nervous system calms, cravings quiet down. Creating safety in the body is simple, but it's not easy. It's a lifestyle created by you that works for you. Knowing this and actually living it are two different things. That's where structure and coaching and practice matter. I'll show you how. Just follow me. This is a picture of me fully relaxing and enjoying the serenity of sailing and whale watching in Hervey Bay, Australia. The process of befriending and calming the nervous system is a practice. And I'll show you how. The Cravings Calm Method is where nervous system science meets personalized, sustainable food and body confidence. In just 10 weeks, you'll finally understand the connection between your stress responses, your cravings, and your eating habits, and build a personal plan that works in the real world, even on the hard days. Here are two testimonials, one from a client and one from a fellow professional. Here's Danae. Danae says her blend of science, nervous system insights, and real life tools finally helped me break the cycle. Carrie's relaxed, realistic style, her lived experience made me feel completely understood. The small habit shifts, the community support, and the weekly coaching help my anxiety drop and my confidence rise. Beth is a tenured registered dietitian And I've collaborated with her for years in the eating disorder treatment industry. She uses the method with her clients. And this is what she had to say about the program. Wow, Carrie blends compassion and science beautifully. Her polyvagal informed approach feels like a trusted guide, taking your hand and walking and saying, we'll do this together. For anyone activated by the trauma of diet culture, hope and calm are finally within reach. So do take my hand. I'll show you the way and guide you through each step. This program is the culmination of years of research and growth that started with a self-paced program online based on my book, Food, Body, and Love, but the greatest of these is love. And then I added more through a comprehensive companion workbook. And now, finally, I've even added more science on cravings and updated the personalized interventions, added metabolic health enhancements. But now I'm taking it to a live guided experience, so you're not alone. This is the most complete signature of all things I have had to offer to date after 35 years. You've taken the first step toward Cravings Calm by just being here today. Now, just go to the cravingscalm.foodbodyandlove.com website to start the rest of the journey with me. And if you register within 72 hours of this offer, I'll mail you a hard copy of the Food, Body, and Love Companion Workbook. The online course is now open for registration and payment, but the cart closes soon. If you register immediately, you can gain access to the welcome orientation with lessons on motivation and tips for shifting your nervous system now, fast. Plus, the Phase 1 Regulate modules are opened. And the Solutions Library, full of regulate skills, meditations, and state shifters we call the 8 C's, all immediately available to you. And a connection community is waiting for you to join. You can ask me questions and interact, get settled before the 10-week live course starts. And we'll start to set up your private coaching app. There's a live group coaching, starts on January 21st and continues weekly through March on Wednesday evenings at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time. All the replays will be posted in the course. So you can register and pay in 3 easy installments of $3.99. So $3.99 a month for the length of the course. That's a total of $11.97. Or you can pay just $9.97 in full and receive the SSP listening therapy, which is a $2.99 value, and it's a full year's membership. Just go to Cravings Calm Food, Body, and Love, and I look forward to seeing you there and guiding you to a better you with the Cravings Calm Method. So if you have any questions at this point, don't hesitate to email me at carrie@foodbodyandlove.com. And once again, here's the registration link, and that is cravingscalm.foodbodyandlove.com.